Hello, everybody. My name is Xavier because all of you probably knew that by looking at my channel name. And today I'm bringing you a Total War Room to 2v2 battle. Yeah, you guys really seem to like that. Okay, so for this battle, it's just me and three other online players battling out 2v2. Okay, so for my army, I was playing as Carthage. Okay, basically let me just tell you the backstory. So I was just like searching through trying to find a game to play. Then I found this platform, I guess. No, this server. And okay, apparently the only rule in this server was that we couldn't have any artillery. That's the only rule. So yeah, you just see a lot of random things happening in the battle. Okay, to start off, I brought some Carthaginian hoplites. I don't know. It's like some people pronounce it as hoplites, some people pronounce it as hoplites. I guess I just switch in between the two. So basically, I brought some Carthaginian hoplites as my main backbone of the army to support the flanks, just like what Hannibal did during the Battle of Cannae. Cannae. And then in the center, I have more weaker and weaker units. For example, over here, I have like Libyan hoplites. I think they're like 200 per pop. Very cheap, but okay in like defending, I guess. And then like as you can see from the flanks, it's just Carthaginian hoplites to late Libyan hoplites to just Libyan hoplites, and then mercenary Gallic warriors. They're like 300 per pop. These guys will be my main fighting force. These guys will be my main fighting force. They're just here to try and kill as many soldiers as possible and to prevent them from breaking. And then on this flank here with some mercenary Italian swordsmen. Okay, I guess this unit seems to be okay. We must have some diversity. So instead of just putting Gallic warriors all the way, I just threw in one unit of Italian swordsmen. And then on the flanks, we have some sacred band. These are just the elite of the elite. The Creme de la. Okay, just ignore what I said. The Creme de la Creme. I think that's how they say it. The cream of the cream. The cream of the crop. Yeah. Okay, so basically these guys are super elite soldiers from Carthage. Yeah, that's it. Just super good soldiers, but very expensive. I think they're almost like 1,000, maybe. And then over here we have some mercenary noble warriors, fighters. These guys are really powerful, but they're mercenaries. So don't really expect them to hang around as much as the secret band. And over here, my general, I'm using him as a noble cav, and I have a general's bodyguard. Yes, this is very confusing. I don't know why, right? But okay, at the start of the game, I chose my general as the general's bodyguard and had my noble cav as a 9 unit. But when I entered the game, the inter swapped both of them. I don't know why. It's just weird. And over here, I also brought a unit of African war elephants. They didn't say I could not bring it, so might as well I brought it. And over here, I also have one unit of mercenary Celtic light horses to to add some sort of cavalry mix to my army. Okay, that's my army. Okay, so for my friend's army, he's playing as a Seleucids. Yeah, he should be playing as a Seleucids. Okay, at the front he has 3 units of archers, just heavy Syrian archers. They are extremely good, very good. They're basically okay. Rome has the same type of archers, auxiliary Syrian archers, but these guys should be better. They should be. And then over here we have, yeah, we have like 5 units of thorax swordsmen. They seem to be their backbone of his army. Just these 5 units of swordsmen. They are decent, I guess. Like again for 610 gold per pop. So expensive. And then on the flanks here, he has 2 units of Theodore spears, and the other flank he also has 2 units. For his general, he's using Agima cavalry. Please ignore me if I butchered the name. And he's bringing one unit of Indian armored elephants as well. For his cavalry, he also brought 2 units of camels. Again, I guess that's a good choice since we're technically in the desert, and camels are good in the desert, right? I don't know. Okay, so for our opponents, I've completely forgotten what factions they were playing as. I didn't get a chance to ask them. But okay, for the opponent that's directly facing me, he has 3 units of Persian archers, elite Persian archers, and also 1 unit of Eastern Javelin men. That's it. That's all his archers. You realize that like a lot of basically everyone else brought like a ton of archers. This guy only brought like 3 units of archers. I assume the reason for that is because he poured all his money into his cataphracts. He brought 3 units of royal cataphracts. I don't understand what kind of madman would do this, but it's him. But it's up to him, so it's okay. Actually, these guys are honestly quite good. They kept me on my toes the entire way, like on this flank here. When the battle progresses, I'll show you about it. And over here, as his backbone of his army, he brought like 5 units of noble spearmen. These guys are okay, but I wouldn't say for their price. I wouldn't get them for their price. They're like very expensive. Again, but 5 units. Oh. And for his reserves, he also has 2 units of Cutley X-Men right here. Like just 2 units of them. Overall, decent army, very expensive. But okay. And over here, okay, at first when we first started this battle, I thought this faction was actually Rome because of the color scheme. But apparently not afterwards. Afterwards I realized, oh, it was not Rome. Oh. Okay, so for his front line, he brought like he brought 5 units of Iberian spearmen. Very inexpensive, very cheap units, but they get the job done. Technically. And then for his archer corps, he brought 5 units of Iberian skirmishers. I have no idea why he would buy that. Those units are so cheap. But the cheaper they are, the more you can get, so it's okay, I guess. And over here, for his right flank, he has 2 units of noble fighters and 1 unit of Iberian swordsmen as reserve. Okay, so the noble fighters, they're actually quite good. They're honestly quite good. But I will put the Iberian swordsmen up front as well. No use holding them back in reserve. And on his left flank, he has another 2 units of noble fighters and 2 units of Iberian swordsmen. His left flank honestly is stronger than the right. But I'm assuming he's depending on his ally to defend his right flank. And for his general, he has 1 unit of noble fighters, so that brings it up to 4. And for his cavalry, he has 2 units of Celtiberian cavalry. Of course, it's a necessity for you to bring cavalry in this kind of engagement. Okay, so now we shall press play and let the battle begin. Okay, as you can see, first off, neither of us started moving our units yet. We're waiting for each other to we're waiting for the other to move. And this player, the green color, I guess we'll call them the green color faction. They made their first move by moving the entire army forward. No idea why, but up to him, I guess. I assume he wanted to get archers in range, but it's up to him. And also, he was moving up his cataphracts, not charging them up, just letting them walk upwards. Okay, honestly, quite good because then not that much fatigue. And I'll call these guys the Roman pretenders. Yeah, because their color scheme literally looks like Rome. So for them, they are moving up his cavalry, but he's charging them up. Okay, I guess. Let them get the feel of battle. And he's also moving his dire army up. I think he's trying to get the advantage of this hill here. But of course, my ally, upon seeing that, also decided, no, he won't get that advantage. So he sent his army off a brisk walk, but he sent 2 units of, but he sent both his camel sword spearmen upwards. I assume he wanted to take the hill first before he did. But apparently he stopped at the base of the hill. Why would you do that? He had the perfect advantage. He had charged up, and I'm pretty sure he's actually I'm not sure anymore. I don't know whether his cavalry or the camels will have won. I'm not sure. But here they are. They have set up for battle. As you can see, my side I'm not really doing anything. I did send. I'm sending 1 unit of light horse. My 1 unit of mercenary Celtic light horses and my general's bodyguard up to support him. Because I saw here the other guy had some cavalry here. I want to gain some free kills, so I just brought my cavalry here. I didn't really focus on them that much the entire battle. Afterwards I sent them to their death. But it's a glorious death because it stopped some of his units in their tracks. And over here, as you can see, he's trying to move his cataphracts upwards. So I was a little bit worried about that. So so as you can see, I brought my elephants and my noble and my general to meet them on this flank here, just in case they try to charge in. Oh yeah, at first I also didn't realize these were the mercenary noble swordsmen, noble fighters. I thought at first they're not spear unit like Carthaginian hoplites. I didn't realize this until later when they charge. So now I want to threaten him a little bit by trying to send my cavalry upwards. I'm gonna call them cavalry. So as they're going upwards, I stop. Yeah, I stop here because I didn't really want to charge them, especially since they're so elite. They're like such an elite unit. And over here, he's after sensing that after seeing my elephants, he decided to send up some Eastern Javelin men to try and support his units, but he's trying to make them run all the way here. So after this, right, he started pulling back his cataphracts, so I put back my cavalry for the time being. Alright, so over here the battle has already kicked off. Lots of fighting. The other opponent charged in his cavalry into spearmen. Don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to catch some of his archers or call off guard, but that didn't seem to have worked out. And just a little bit of a morale boost for his men to keep them in the fight. And those dual spears are now doing a wonderful job. They're cutting up the Iberian spearmen. Nope. They return back from wavering. My cavalry is still sitting up on the hill here, waiting for opportunity to charge. And over here, yes, there we go. The elephants are charged into the cataphracts. I tried to charge in my general to kill the archers, the javelin men. But because at first I thought they were archers, so I was afraid to use fire arrows to make my elephants go berserk. But they just javelin men. But now I'm using my elephants. I'm trying to make them trample over as many horses as possible. They're just pathetic. But I'm trying to use the elephants as much as possible to my advantage. I'm trying to use them to trample over as many of these royal cataphracts as possible. These units are too expensive. And over here, as you can see, one of my elephants has just died. So sad. And currently, I'm trying to trample as many of them as I can, but you know, his general is here. And if I'm not wrong, I think it was at this point, yeah, he killed my general. He killed my general, and then the javelin men returned from routing. And watch how they kill my elephants. They melt them like butter. Like butter! Look! I don't understand how. The elephants, they were meant to be good. And then now they have like 3 left. They have 3 elephants left. I'm just so disappointed. They spent 1,600 on getting these elephants. And all they did was trample a couple of these cataphracts. If not wrong, the total kill they had was 30. 30! So I was a little bit worried about this flank now because, you know, cataphracts, nothing to bring them. And the elephants have also gone berserk. And I can't throw them! I feel so triggered. And there you go, elephants are dead. Now I just have 1 unit of elephants. Okay, the thing is gonna die by charging into the archers. Now let's see how this battle is going on. Yeah, just a huge mess. Multiple lines are broken. Yeah, here's the point where I send in my cavalry to engage. Engage this 1 unit of noble fighters. I didn't really want to get them into the fight. As you can see over here, his archers are really doing work. They're just chewing up all the enemy. But yeah, he's trying to target the general here, but I wouldn't honestly do that. He's doing a lot of friendly fire, and his elephants are dead as well. Okay, over here, yes, the cataphracts have charged into my back lines. They're trying to target my archers, which they are succeeding in doing. Over here, I don't really want to charge up my men a lot, so instead of doing that and charging into this guy, I decided to send up my secret band to try and kill the cataphracts. Cataphracts, horses, spears, kill horses. So yeah, just watching. I'm watching my peltas to kill horses. I don't understand how. I don't understand. These are overall cataphracts. They're like one of the most elite units. And yeah, as you can see, he's trying to target like soft spots in my line. Not exactly how Hannibal wanted it to go, but it's okay. Also, my cavalry was driven off the field by their cavalry. Not really the battle of Cannae, but it's okay. Over here, some of my mercenary Gallic warriors have died or routed. And my Libyan hoplites, they are going to start routing as well. Over here, we managed to chase off some of the cataphracts, but they're now doing hammer and anvil charges. No, they're doing psycho charges. Can't really say hammer and view. And if you're not wrong, I killed his general somewhere around here. Yes. Now the general unit is dead. The general is dead, so his unit just like runs off. Oh, and surprisingly, right, the mercenary noble fighters are actually quite good at killing cataphracts. I don't understand why he left this unit of cataphracts in. If you had withdrawn them, right, he had done much more damage. And as at this point, when he slammed into my lines, there's a gap here. He could have charged through and killed my archers. Like use like one unit just charge through and hit my archers in the back. That would cause tremendous pain. But I think it's because he saw my secret banner was nearby, maybe. So he didn't really want to charge into this gap. I don't understand I don't understand him. But and over here I'm sending the remnants of the cavalry that went over to the right side. I'm using them to charge into the Persian archers. I didn't really want them to get off any more bodies, at least for the time being. I know I'm sacrificing that unit, but they have to do it for the greater good. Yeah. Yes, on this side, my ally, he did a tremendous job. He's now just cleaning up the rest of them. And for me, this is literally an even battle. Like, this could go either way. None of us are giving up ground. Both of us have pretty tough warriors. My Kaditsune Hoplites, like, trying to push back his noble spearmen. Just a lot of Hoplites. And I set aside my secret band in to support this unit of late Libyan Hoplites. Yeah. Because they're not really the best of units, and the unit that I saw they're going after was noble spearmen, so I just sent them in. Over here, it's not really going as well as I would have imagined it to be. Yeah, this side is breaking. So basically my right flank crashed, and this was my most expensive unit of archers, the mercenary Cretan archers. So I put them out. Honestly, I would have preferred to sacrifice a unit of Libyan peltas rather than kill my mercenary Cretan archers. These guys are really good. So yeah, as you can see, I'm using my peltas as bait for the X-Men, but I wouldn't really want them to die unnecessarily. So I toggle skirmish mode for the Cretan archers and trying to get them out as fast as possible. This guy has a spear stuck in his throat and he's still running. And of course the X-Men are trying to chase them down. I don't know why. And I was at this point I pulled my secret band out. I wanted to target them, but seeing the influx of soldiers that came in, I decided to send my secret band to attack the Persian archers. I think it ran out of tempo. That's my assumption. And over here, my ally has mopped up the entire army. I'm super surprised by this. And he decided to send his units over to help me. I have to thank him for that, honestly. I think that was what saved me, honestly. And over here, yes, my secret band is now in melee combat with 3 units. To be fair, 2 units are archers. And the other one is a unit of X-Men that are being hit by both sides by by peltas and archers. So I really don't think this is a fair fight. But it's up to them. And over here, the front line has literally stabilized. Like, they're just engaged in melee. There's nothing they can do. Basically, like a game of chess and just 2 pawns facing off against each other. Okay, lesson learned, don't go too near. And over here, my mercenary noble fighters, they were losing against this cuddly X-Men. I was hoping they would win, but it seems like they were already exhausted just now by the constant cavalry charges, and you know, just a fresh unit of X-Men versus a depleted unit of noble fighters. Even they were crumbled, sadly though. But my ally is arriving, so I'm hoping he could come and deliver aid. So I'm keeping my Cretan just out of range. I don't really want to lose them anymore. Honestly, I sacrifice a little bit of accuracy to keep them safe for the time being. I don't understand what I was doing here. I think I was just watching this fight, hoping that they won't like crumble. And then yeah, over here you see my mercenary noble fighters. They're already wavering, and if they were to break, they could cause a chain rout by pushing them over and surrounding my units. But thankfully he's now charging his general in. Never mind. So he's using his general as bait to pull the noble spearmen out. I used to give my units a fighting chance. And at this point he decided to charge at the backs of the cuddly X-Men instead. Soon. And over here, yeah, I sent all the 3 units that I had left here And the Peltas, yeah, the Libyan Peltas, they ran out of ammo. I charged them straight into the noble spearmen here. Cause why not? And my Cretan, I just, yeah, for now I forgot entirely about them, but it's okay. I think they ran out of ammo already by the time. And I really must thank his general for that boost, because that boost prevented my units from breaking. That place is really laggy. And if not wrong, his general dies in that one charge to save my men. Yeah, I think his general dies. I salute his general for his bravery. And over here, yeah, this battle is basically over by this point. Even if my men were to fail and die, like somehow, like the chain route, his men are still here. They are still decent. They are still quite decent, honestly. He has four units of soldiers and 3 units of archers. I think, yeah, the archers are, yeah, they use the archers to win if they could. They could use the archers in melee. And it's this point when the units just did a chain route, and the battle's over. There you go. So the end casualties, let's take a look. So yeah, my elephants only killed 30 men. Even my general got more kills than that. And he was the bait for the elephant. Ah, I feel so heartbroken. This unit of Libyan hoplites, they have 0 kills. What a waste. Okay, so it's basically at this time when I shall end the battle. If you guys would like to see more, please hit the like button and subscribe. And as usual, I'll see you guys again. See ya.